Daddy, I'll give you. So I'd like to commend the governor of Cross River State for his swift response, to this ongoing flooding and, landslide and all. Most especially concerning this man who lost his 4 kids, that his family were affected, seriously, during the collapse of the building yesterday. Immediately, I got a call from the government house that the governor is going to pay a visit to them. That, as you can see, that's the man who lost his 4 kids and him trying to do something.
All right, guys, welcome back to another interesting video. This is Trend with Peace. So, guys, that is one of the rattle leader, comedian Koboko, alongside the governor of Cross River State. Guys, when I see rattles, they are doing great things. Verydarkman is doing a lot. Like, to be able to mobilize the youth is not easy. So a few weeks, not even up to weeks ago, comedian Koboko cried out to the governor of Cross River State, telling him about the bad conditions of the road. And as a matter of fact, that road claimed the lives of some children during the period of flooding. And comedian Koboko cried out, begging the governor to come and do something about that road. Not even up to days ago, the governor actually responded. Yes, he actually responded. You can see him in the video with comedian Koboko checking the conditions of the road. I want to really appreciate comedian Koboko for letting his voice out. This is what the youth should be doing. And Verydarkman also, a big thank you to you for being able to mobilize youths. It's not easy to mobilize and organize you to do something. This is what Verydarkman is doing. Like, in every state, they have their own rattle leaders, and what they do is to try and lend their voice to the governor, to the government, so that they'll be able to do something. And this is exactly what they are doing. I want to say a very big thank you to Verydarkman and the rattle leaders. You guys are doing a very great job. So guys, I will allow you to watch the rest of the video. But before I do that, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post, you will get notified as soon as possible. All right, guys, let's watch the rest of the video.
Daddy, I'll give you. I have plans for you. Very good plans. I'm telling you, just send me your So I'd like to commend the governor of Cross River State for his swift response, to this ongoing flooding and, landslide and all. Most especially concerning this man who lost his 4 kids, that his family were affected, seriously, during the collapse of the building yesterday. Immediately, I got a call from the government house that the governor is going to pay a visit to them. That, as you can see, that's the man who lost his 4 kids and him trying to do some explanation to the governor, showing him how everything all started. You can see the effects. See, I don't know how you guys are seeing this thing. The effect was bad. Daddy, Daddy, happy Sunday. The governor also met with the affected victim, which is this man here. He already met with them in the house, had some discussion with him and the family, and consoled them. The reason I'm seriously commending the governor is because this whole flood thing is happening almost everywhere in Nigeria and as well as the world. But the governor, your swift response is what I must commend. Immediately after seeing the video, they called, looking for the location where this took place, and in less than 24 hours, the governor is here attending to the people. I like it to be like, yes, immediately the governor gives order that these roads and everything should be put in place. It should be put in place. And also, the man and his family. I cannot find the wife here, but I think she's somewhere around. The governor was seriously, emotional about everything, and he said he's going to make sure they take action to the road, because there's a big gutter that is really causing this whole stuff and the flooding and everything. So the governor said action will be taken immediately. So I'm calling the commissioner for works. Immediately, governor, just give order on to make sure say on deliver. So here's the Deputy Chief Press Secretary getting the number of the victim as instructed by this governor for them to come see the governor on Monday. So I believe compensation will be made, in as much as we know that it will not bring the light, but they need it, because at this point these people don't have a home. as well as the children are gone, they don't have anything to, they don't have a place to lay their head. The governor still went to other places.
Anyway, the government will do whatever it can to mitigate the pain. Sorry about it. I'm so sorry.
Thank you very much.
Pastor, continue to pray for us.
Daddy, thank you for coming.
I love what these two people are doing with Verydarkman's NGO. This woman has taken it upon herself to get involved with independent organization for them to audit Verydarkman's NGO to check for any irregularities or mismanagement of money donated to the NGO, which is good. And the other young man, the overzealous keyboard merchant, has also taken it upon himself, reported that he's in Abuja, that he'll be going to the Zenith Bank tomorrow to request for statement of account of Verydarkman's NGO. He may not get that statement of account tomorrow. They may not give it to him tomorrow. But however, I will encourage that young man to go to EFCC, make official complaint, report Verydarkman and his NGO to EFCC. If you suspect there's a fraudulent activity going on with that NGO, report to EFCC by all means, please, because we need to get this thing cleared once and for all. Now, see, I don't think that these two guys are doing this for the goodness of Nigerians. I think there's more of personal vendetta from the woman's side. Because if we all remember, a couple of months ago, this woman was involved with a case with Dave Umahi that involved Abubakar Masha, Verydarkman's lawyer, involved a lot of money, and also, involved Verydarkman. So I think there's a bit of personal vendetta from that woman's point of view. She's not doing it for Nigerians, but it doesn't matter at this point. If whatever she's doing will bring clarity to Nigerians and transparency over Verydarkman's NGO, by all means, I subscribe to that. And the other young man, the overzealous language speaker, I don't know his reason for doing this, but whatsoever his reasons are, I would like to think that he loves to align himself with people that are always aligning themselves with anything that Verydarkman speaks against, which is fine. Verydarkman doesn't get it right all the time, you understand? Which is fine. So if he's taking it upon himself that he wants clarity and transparency with Verydarkman's NGO, by all means, I subscribe to that. Because Verydarkman also call people out, people who are using their platform to, to embezzle money, or who are using their platform to defraud people, people who are doing bad business, that their business are not good to the well-being of Nigerians. Verydarkman calls them out. You understand? I have no problem with anybody who thinks that Verydarkman is embezzling money or Verydarkman is misleading people with his NGO. By all means, report it. Because when the CEO was doing the same thing online, soliciting for funds and all that, Verydarkman made videos and talk about it. And he went a step further, He penned down an official document and sent it to the federal law enforcement agents for them to investigate Blessing CEO. And they accepted to investigate Blessing CEO. So if this young man is now trying to be a big boy, you understand, bring out his chest, instead of sitting behind camera just like me talking, he decided to take a big step forward, like big boys are doing, like Verydarkman is doing and other people are doing. I love it. At the end of the day, we want a Nigeria where everybody will be transparent. When they finish with Verydarkman, they should also look into all these government officials. They should check why Imo State where get gas no they function, Abia State they function. I want to check something too, like in a good faith. I love what they are doing, honestly.